Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals of the TLC number 7, and we have eOnzErG versus Djem5, a PvZ.
Yep.
Spawning at the top, at the bottom left, we have Djem5, the purple Prolus, and spawning at the top right, we have eOnzErG, the TLZerg.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. So eOnzErG is the I would say probably the favorite here, right? Even though Djem5 did manage to make it to the finals last tournament as well, it was barely bested by 2Touch.
Yeah, I think so too, because eOnzErG has his ZVP is probably his best matchup, and he's really strong in that. Well, it's a best of 5, but I'm curious to see if Djem5 can show a high quality PvZ versus Ian. It's going to be hard for him, especially on this map, because here it's really hard to wall, and it's really Hydro bustable, and we know that eOnzErG likes to often go for Hydro busts. So we're going to see how that plays out.
Yeah, so eOnzErG, is he going to go for the overpull? That is the question. Yep, he will be.
Yeah, the safe, the best Zerg build versus Protoss, probably. As I've been told by Technics, inside information for all of them.
Wait, was that the real Technics?
Yeah, that was the real Technics.
Okay, just making sure.
And we see that eOnzErG is sailing a really early drone. I don't know if that's for scout or to take one of the bottom bases. We're going to see. I think that's for scout. Okay, no, that's enough. He's going to take the bottom, the top right base, bottom right base. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess he's preparing to get hatch blocked. It's like, okay, no, I don't want to have any of this. I'm just going to go and take the bottom base immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Works.
That can be really annoying to the pro early on, and especially on two-player maps. He's obviously he has thought about that, so he's going to get the bottom right base with the gas, and that's fairly well. He probably would have taken it anyway with his third hatchery, but might as well take it now and avoid the pro harassment.
Yeah, I don't really like that he built this cannon right when he got to 400 minerals, because I think it was pretty clear that this opponent didn't have any links yet, since his probe was at the opponent's base. So.
And even worse for him, eOnzErG made only 2 links and 2 drones from the 6th larva. And so eOnzErG again with the economic opening, while Djem5 with slightly late nexus as he would want it to be.
Yeah, so gateway going down, and I like this positioning. He's going to have room for 2 more cannons behind his forge and gateway if he so needs it.
Yeah, but I think the gateway is actually 1 hex to the right, and it doesn't do a link tide wall with the forge. I'm not sure we're going to see that late in the game, but I think it should have been 1 hex to the left in order to be to interact with the forge and do a wall.
Yeah. So Lairs going down at the bottom base, making sure that his opponent doesn't see this timing, and he won't know if it's going to be some kind of ling bust or if it's just going to be a quick lair.
Oh, and Djem5 is actually going for some early Z pressure because he's making a second gateway. So he's going to try to harass Zerg early on with some Zeds.
Yeah, and that's a good build for the early game, but in the mid game you get a problem because your Corsair is very late. It's going to be hard to scout, so he's going to need to do some damage with the early Zealots.
Yeah, and I think Djem5 didn't scout actually the bottom red base, so he knows his something is up, but I think he doesn't realize it.
I'm pretty sure he's figured it out.
Oh, okay, he sensed that right there. So.
I mean, the timing for eOnzErG to make his natural was around the time you'd expect in this case.
Well, yeah, he saw that it was. He saw the hatchery and the natural was really late, but he probably figured out that the drone. He saw the drone moving towards the right.
So Zed's coming in here. It's going to harass the drones a little bit, force them off the mineral line, and a bunch of links coming in here to try and thwart the Zealot. I think it needs to be. Actually, I'm not sure. Have you ever used this 2-gate build before, and what's your take on it?
I haven't actually. I'm not sure. I think it's good for early harassment and to try to force the Zerg to make things, but I'm not sure if attacking like that, like rallying here, it's a good idea. But we shall see now. I mean, Djem5 is obviously a better player than me, and I think he can actually if he gathers the Zeds and manages to split eOnzErG's attention to not protect one of his bases, he might lose some drones in the way.
Yeah. And he did actually get a drone, I think. Yeah, there we go. Just got a drone right now.
Drone and a second, I think. Yeah.
Second, well. And right now he's really multitasking of eOnzErG. A bunch of drones have gone down. 2 drones on the natural, and I think some drones on the main base as well. Zealots are not going to fight with the Zerglings. This is not going to be a very good trade for them.
Oh, wow.
Just getting too many free hits on them.
And eOnzErG actually losing too many drones, and he's been distracted with Zealot at the bottom base. So so this attack is actually working for Djem5. He's distracting eOnzErG. He's attacking the 2 bases simultaneously, and eOnzErG is losing drones that he cannot afford to lose at this point. And his attention is split out.
Yeah, and he's supply blocked for the muta transition he wants to go for. This Zealot attack harassment seems to be very effective right now, getting more Zerglings and more drones, and he's just really disrupting the mining of eOnzErG very, very well. I'm surprised at how well this is working for him.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Djem5 is making 2 Stargates at his main, so he's going to transition into heavy Corsair production after these attacks. So that's going to be actually it's going to work well for him, I think. And 2 Zealots at the natural, killing another drone, and eOnzErG reacts immediately this time. And these Zealots are going to go into the main, and eOnzErG is out of position with his links, and he's really right now in havoc.
Yeah, mutas are finally out, and they're going to be able to prevent these Zealots from doing any more damage, but the damage has been done. He's down to 28 drones, and the Zergling harassment, the map control he would have liked to have with the Zerglings never really came off the ground, and I think Djem5 is in a very good position right now, especially with these 2 Stargates churning out Corsair.
Yeah, and he even saw the mutas from eOnzErG, so he's like, right now he's just so happy that eOnzErG made mutas, because he's well prepared with cannons and 2 Stargates and Corsairs production. So eOnzErG is going to be really sad when he sees that. Yeah,
no +1 on the way yet for Djem5 though, which I think is really odd when you're going for 2 Stargates. Probably just forgot it.
Sometimes box players opt not to make it. I think it's good to make it, but it's not really that necessary if you want to do an attack with Zealots and Corsair support. I think that's what he's going to go in for. He's making the +1 for the Zealots, and he's making speed right now for the like speed for the Zealots.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see if eOnzErG is going to try to contest the air control here, or if he's just going to transition into Hydras. I think he's going to do the latter, and I think that's a better option. I've actually seen eOnzErG play a very similar game on Matchpoint before, where it went a little bit better, and he tried to continue to contest the Protoss air with a lot of Scourge and stuff like that. But I think given the game situation, it's better to go for Hydras here.
Yeah, and he made actually he's making spores at the natural and at the 3rd base smartly enough, because versus 2 Stargates, it's really hard to protect his overlords with just a few Hydras and those mutalisks that are not enough. And yeah, he's making some more Scourge now, so he realized that he need to at least kill some of the Corsairs, so the number is not that high.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Corsair out, and the Scourge is completely out of position. Let's see if they're going to get some damage. There's the Spores there and 3 Hydras, but it might not be enough. There's 8 Corsair here. They're going to shred these Overlords like flies. He gets 2 of them, he gets out, doesn't lose a single Corsair. Very nicely done by Djem5.
Yeah, and eOnzErG right now is making casualties, but he's heavily supply blocked, and he needs some Overlords in production. He's making some at the natural hatcheries. So eOnzErG right now is at a defensive position. He can't afford to attack with the air superiority of Djem5, and we see that the Zealots are already moving out with speed, and eOnzErG is actually containing them with the mutas. But I think after the Corsairs, oh, and he lost his courage, and I don't think he managed to he managed to kill any of the Corsairs, so that's pretty bad for him.
Yeah, Corsairs now trying to move in, trying to find those mutas, but the mutas are trying to elude him. But no, the Corsairs find him, and the mutas are really stuck in between a rock and a hard place right now. They need to try to find a way out. They need to get to the left side of the map, and he's trying to snipe some Templars. Is he going to get them? He gets one, and he gets the other two. No, he doesn't get the other one, and he loses all his mutas. Complete map control for Djem5 right now.
Yeah, and eOnzErG now transitions into Hadri's production, and yeah, and as we see, as I said earlier, Djem5 is attacking with the +1 with Corsair support, and he's going to probably be able to snipe off the Overlords at the bottom base. And there's not enough Hydralisks for eOnzErG to defend this.
And oh my god, all these Overlords going to go down. eOnzErG is going to be so heavily supplied by the drones coming off the line to try and defend this base. And looks like actually he will be able to. The Zealots do pull back, but yeah, supply blocked once again.
Yeah. And eOnzErG is meanwhile going to attack with the other half of his force to at least.
Oh my god, such a great storm! And another great storm! We get so many Hydras! So much of eOnzErG's army just died!
The storms, epic storms there from Djem5.
Really good.
Continues to rally his Hadris and his force there. He's committed to try to deny the third base from the Protoss. And we see that he's trying to micro his hard out, but Djem5 realizes and he's going back with his Zealots, and the Zealots just tearing apart the Hadrists of eOnzErG.
Yeah, and this is just going so well for Djem5, almost doubling his opponent's supply, and I'm sure he can feel it right now. Of course, it's moving in right now to make sure eOnzErG can't make any more units, destroying an Overlord, only one this time, and he's going to probably go on the hunt for more. Yeah,
and right now eOnzErG is just trying to regroup, but the third base, crucially from Djem5, is going to be protected, and it's going to be able to mine out from it. So Djem5 is really in the dominant position right now, and eOnzErG needs to do something crucially, something really exceptional to make a change in this game. And he's losing Overlords due to the Corsairs.
Yeah, he's just constantly supply blocked. Archon's gonna get targeted down. It's on no position. Okay, now it's not anymore, so it's gonna survive for now. And eOnzErG is trying to go for some kind of flank to try and destroy the third base with his Hydra. Just trying to see if he can do damage anywhere. And a pretty good storm goes off again, damaging a lot of Hydras. But yeah, I'm not sure what eOnzErG can really do here. He's gonna try and go for one more attack. Gonna go into the third base here, try and attack the Nexus from behind. And he gets the Archon, and the High Templar doesn't have any energy, but there's just too much for Djem5 here for eOnzErG to handle.
Really good defense by Djem5, and he has the DTs, and he knows that eOnzErG there's no Overlords for eOnzErG to spot that. And right now eOnzErG realized that his Overlords are at the high ground there, and he manages to regroup them with the Hadrists. But I think Djem5 is going to be able to defend this. eOnzErG is committed to the attack.
Oh, Corsairs are like, juicy Overlords, come over here! I would like some of your meat!
Exactly, and but eOnzErG smartly gets his Overlords just above the Hadris. And another good storm. Another really good storm going down for.
And oh my god, the cannons are just targeting the Hydras right now. The Hydras not paying attention. Everything eOnzErG has is dying. GG!
Oh my god.
Djem5 takes the number one.
That was really well played from Djem5. That was. As you see, this strategy is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was really well played by Djem5. Very well executed. So I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, me too. And he's one of